Welcome back. In studio with me now is Garrett Tepper. He is the trainer, promoter, everything man, renaissance man for Proving Grounds, which is happening at Lakeland College on August 20th, which is this Saturday. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Garrett.
Great to be here.
How is the card looking? I was at the last event. It was pretty hard hitting, and I was a little bit shocked. It was my first boxing event, and it made me a little nervous, to be honest. Can I expect the same thing?
You're going to expect pretty much exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
The difference maybe this go around is maybe a little bit, every time we do one of these cards, it just seems like the athletes that come in, the boxers, seem a little bit more polished. So
okay.
It'll look, I mean, the last probably 5 or 6 looked like boxing pretty much.
Yep.
This will be a bit of the same, maybe even better. A few more guys I noticed are showing up to at least our gym and some of the gyms around town. So a little bit more polished.
Excellent. So I guess what's the draw on this card? Who's going to be the biggest or most exciting fight in your opinion?
Truthfully, you know what? It's a crapshoot. I mean, it could be basically, yeah. It's from all weight classes. We have the lighter guys, which seem to throw 1 million punches per round.
Right.
And then this go around for the first time in probably 6 to 7 years, we have super heavyweights. So these guys, when they throw some bombs, there's definitely intent and a lot of power behind their punching. So that's something we're looking forward to as well. Do
you have women on this card as well?
Unfortunately, we had 6 women lined up, and it's the nature of the beast in the fight game. For whatever reasons, it couldn't materialize. So unfortunately, we do not this go around.
Do you get any comments about having girls in the ring? I was shocked to see girls in the ring the last time, and I know that a lot of people are probably welcome it, and some maybe more traditional people would sort of shy away from it. Do you think it adds or takes away?
Truthfully, I believe it adds. Okay,
yeah.
And the reason why I do believe it adds is a lot of these women fighters that we have that are kind of in the public spotlight per se, like a Carrie Konopsky, for example. She's a mentor for women in the sport. Here's a girl that came to the sport, just with a real desire to want to learn and compete. So just watching her, dedicate herself to training and so forth like that, it's a real inspiration. And hopefully some other women, right, can say, hey, that's something I can do as well. So,
well, what do you think makes someone with no professional fighting experience want to step into a ring?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what motivates people, to be honest with you. But it's definitely the biggest thing doing these events, and what we want to originally promote is the fact that, you're not doing anything but basically proving to yourself. I mean, the Proving Grounds was, you think what you have what it takes, then prove it. But basically it's proving to yourself to say, can I do this with the anxiety of the crowd? Can I do this with all eyes and everything else like that, right? There's a lot of pressure that's involved, and there's a lot of dedication. Even at these levels where these are not pro athletes, there's still a lot in their training to be able to perform to that level that they feel at a confident level, right? So.
Now this is a boxing event. How do you think boxing has fared amid the rise of MMA?
You know what? The biggest thing I always say is, and I'm a huge advocate of MMA. There's a time and place for everything. Boxing is still a very important component of MMA, right? So this, we use this to also showcase and use it as a stepping stone for some people that maybe, I would like to go down the avenue of mixed martial arts, but I don't want to maybe do this for full time kind of thing. And I just want to see if this is something I can do. So they start off with doing one of these first and foremost, right? So.
Now you used to be a fighter, a boxer, and now you've sort of moved into more of a training and promoter role. What are these fighters going through right now?
They're going through every emotion you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
They're going from, it's the biggest thing is, again, being able to test and prove to yourself, wow, it's that whole fight or flight syndrome. People can say stuff. And that's one of those things I've always heard. You see people at the event thinking, oh, I could do that. That's no problem. That's easy. Those aren't the people that are signing up for stuff like this.
Yeah.
It definitely takes, a lot of courage and a lot of commitment to be able to go through those ropes. I mean, whether you're, a lot of these people are what we consider amateur sportsmen. It takes a lot of guts to walk through those ropes. So.
Excellent. And where can we get tickets? How can we get there? How much is it?
Tickets are available at Northern Factory Workwear or at the door. There is gold seating, which is ringside. The first 2 rows that are pretty much you're guaranteed your spot. You can show up 2 minutes before the event. Your seats are there. Everything else is general seating, and I believe tickets are $30 and for the general, and I believe they're $50 for the gold.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Garrett.
Thanks
it's been a pleasure
for having me.
This has been our conversation with Garrett Tepper. He is promoting Proving Grounds, which hits the border city at Lakeland College this Saturday.